Process was a little different for me becoming a student ambassador because I joined halfway through my freshman year. So my training was a little bit different and I was recommended to join by my advisor. I was very involved in athletics and clubs in high school, and when I got to college, I felt very bored. I felt like I was wasting my time, so they recommended I join a club, and then I kind of talked to Ashley, the advisor of student ambassadors, and that's how I got involved.
My senior year, I went on a tour, and my tour guide was talking to me, and he said, you know, you seem like a great person that's able to do this, able to communicate well, you're not shy. And so he kind of threw that idea out there for me. And then as the year went on, I thought about it a little bit more and a little bit more, and I applied, not really knowing if I wanted to or not, but when Ashley, our boss, reached back out to me and set up the interview, and after talking with her, I knew that was something I wanted to do, so I got hired with her.
So the way that I learned it was a little bit different because I did join halfway through the first year. So I mainly learned through shadowing the other ambassadors and seeing how they do it and going on tours with them and just kind of picking it up as I went.
Well, in the beginning, you have a lot of training. You go through and do shadow shifts with the second year students, and then you have to give our boss, Ashley, a tour so she can just kind of check off to make sure that you know what you're talking about, and you get a little booklet of all the buildings and what's in them and things to say about them.
My favorite part about being a student ambassador would probably be learning how to work and communicate with all different kinds of people that you meet while giving tours.
I kind of like the responsibility. I like being involved on campus. I like knowing people. I guess I enjoy being a part of Northeast. Probably my most memorable moment isn't the greatest, but I was giving a tour and a kid walked by and started cussing at the tour and told us don't come to Northeast. And the mom, thank God, had a sense of humor and just started laughing, and she's like, well, I guess he's failing. I'm like, probably, move along. Like, and it was horrible. I was so mortified.
Something I wasn't expecting when being a student ambassador is all of the on-the-fly problem solving that we have to do. We have to make it here at a certain time, then make it to the next appointment, but maybe they want to see something else and I can't tell them no. So it's a lot of problem solving.
The challenging parts would probably be, you know, holding your tongue and having to grow up and be responsible because you are an employee of Northeast, so you're held to that standard. So that's a really big jump from being, you know, a high school kid to kind of an advocate and a voice of Northeast.
So I do try to give them an honest view of the college, but I definitely try to make it look good. I don't go out of my way to make it look bad. I just tell them the truth. And I do believe that it's a good college, so it's easy to do.
We have some like the major buildings on campus, like the College Welcome Center we always show, the Cox Activity Center and the dorms, and Ag Allied Health and the Student Center, like the really big buildings we like to show, but we don't usually like exclude anything on purpose. We might just have a time crunch and not go through a building or anything, but for the most part, if they ask to see something, we'll show them.
I'd probably tell people to reach out to an advisor or someone so you can get in contact first to get the job, learn about it, see if it kind of matches who you are and your personality. Otherwise, you probably won't enjoy it as much.
Don't knock it till you try it. It sounds almost like lame or hard having to talk to people on the fly and meeting people that morning and then being with them for 2 hours. But it's really fun, and you don't have to be a complete social butterfly to do it. It can really bring you out of your shell.